The Whiz Kids get their fourth win of the season, defeating the Charlotte Hornets 123-114. Even though JP13 did drop 27 points tonight, we got a much-needed boost from the second unit. Malcolm Brogdon did his thing tonight. Let's talk about it, y'all, next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's good, Wizards fans? It's your boy, Brandon Scott again. Your favorite podcast now has a newsletter. Introducing the Locked On Wizards Daily Newsletter, one-stop shop for the ultimate team and league coverage, delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free at LockedOnDaily.com. That's LockedOnDaily.com. And start your day with the all-new free Locked On Wizards newsletter. Tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. You can start the season with a big return on FanDuel. New customers can place a $5 bet, and you can start with $150 in bonus bets. Good Lord, if you win your first $5 bet. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, everybody, reason to celebrate tonight. Washington Wizards get their fourth victory of the season. As much as it pains me to say that, look, we'll take this night to definitely celebrate, but they get the fourth win of the season, defeating the Charlotte Hornets 123-114. And yes, the starting five did well, especially JP13 and Alex R. But I believe we got a much-needed boost from the second unit. So let's get into it. So we're going to get into that, recap tonight's victory versus the Charlotte Hornets. Capital One gets new duds. There's a renovation plan in place for Capital One Arena. There was an agreement between Monumental Sports and City Council under Mayor Mario Bowser. So good news for a lot of you DC fans and fans around the DMV, because in the 3 years, you will have a much improved Capital One Arena. And we're going to get in the comments like we always do. All right, everybody, let's get into it. So like I said, we're going to get into starting five, but I'm going to start with the second unit first tonight, guys. Because like I said, JP13 did his thing that night. Alex R, woo! But Malcolm Brogdon and Corey Kispert coming back from injury, we definitely needed the reinforcements. Malcolm Brogdon came back from injury. Corey Kispert came back from injury. And Keyshawn George came back from injury. And we needed that bench boost. Big reason why we won this game. Not taking anything away from the starting five, but look, it came down to the second unit, in my humble opinion. So let's go ahead and share the screen real quick. Let's take a look at these stats real quick, everybody. Bear with your boy. All right, let's get into it. All right, so looking at the second unit, Malcolm Brogdon did his thing tonight. 26 minutes, 25 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 8 for 13 for the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 6 for 6 from the charity strike, and 1 steal. He continues to play really good basketball in the nation's cap. We all know what it is. Great player, just injury prone. But when he's on the court, availability is your best ability. And when he's available, he produces. And he's definitely going to be a guy where if we can keep him healthy, he's going to produce. And he's going to be definitely going to have some interest from playoff teams who definitely need a savvy and veteran point guard who can definitely lead the second unit for a playoff team. So 25 points again, great game from Malcolm Brogdon. His ability to drive to the rim, but it has been money all year long. But 3 for 5 from 3. Look, y'all must have forgot. He can definitely hit that 3-point shot. So Corey Kispert, 19 minutes tonight, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 5 for 8 for the field, 3 for 5 from 3. So he definitely looked a lot better. Now, we definitely want to see Corey Kispert ramp it up a little more because we know what his capabilities are, but not a bad showing from him coming back from injury. And then Keyshawn George, 16 minutes. Definitely want to get him back into the mode, being productive. 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 for 4 from the field, and 1 for 3 from 3. So he has slowed down a lot. But I definitely see him picking it up, especially after the trade deadline. But let's get into the starting five because, look, JP13, come on now. Did his thing tonight, leading the Wizards to 27 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 15 from the field, 5 for 10 from 3. Come on now. Lord have mercy. 8 for 10 for the charity strike, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and he did help an old lady across the street outside Capital One. He did it all tonight, y'all. I mean, from the defense, on defense, he's not that JP for 13 from last year where he was practically unplayable on the defensive end. He contributes on the defensive end. 2 blocks, 2 steals, very active, shows a lot of energy on the defensive end, but we know what he can do offensively. I mean, 27 points a night, very efficient, 7 for 15, and the 3-point line was his line tonight. Somebody else to look at, Alex R., the same guy that people were ready to call a bust after 5 summer league games, showed out tonight. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 6 for 13 for the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 4 for 8 from the charity strike. So he missed 4 free throws. Definitely got to work on that. But 3 blocks, we know he's that rim protector. Now, I will say this, guys, because I'm very transparent and very honest in my assessment, is that Alex R., from an offensive standpoint, you see the potential, especially for that 3-point shot. especially with the mid-range. At times, can he be very dependent on that jump shot? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not expecting that to change this season. Now, with over the course of the next couple of seasons, definitely want to see him be more involved in the paint. Definitely post moves, scoring with his back to the basket. Becoming more of a well-rounded center. But defensively, yes, rim protector, you see it, 3 blocks. But there's times where he does ball watch, and there's times where you kind of get frustrated with Sarr, man, because the boxing out has to be worked on. And that's a team issue, not just on Sarr, but as a team issue. But I mean, come on now. With all that, he still looked really, really good tonight. And you see that potential with him being, a guy who's going to be a really good player in this league, a really good player for the Wizards, and is going to help lead this team to their next NBA championship. Going to be a long road, but we will get there. All right, 2 guys look at real quick that really boosted this starting 5. Bilal Coulibaly. And y'all saw it, man. That alley-oop one-handed dunk. Come on now, be cool. Man, the athleticism is through the roof. 14.7 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 5 for 13 for the field, 2 for 7 for 3, and 2 for 2 from the charity strike, 2 steals and 1 block. And again, he helped JP13 help that old lady cross the street because he was doing it all tonight. Good game from Be Cool. Efficiency, especially from 3-point, but the lack of hesitancy to take that shot and the confidence shows with Bilal Coulibaly. And when he's confident, he is one of the best young players in this league when it comes to prospects, the next generation of NBA player. Justin Champagnie, another guy who he needs to stick around. We need to go ahead and re-sign this guy in the offseason. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. He continues to show why he is definitely a nice young prospect that needs to stick around in the nation's cap going forward, because Champagnie, man, he has played. When called upon, when given the minutes, he produces. With every pro, there is a con. With the good, there is the bad and the ugly. And Bob Carrington overall contributed, but from a scoring standpoint, 2 points from 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. But the 9 rebounds are very encouraging. He continues to show really good numbers in the paint, rebounding as a guard, 4 assists. He's another guy that I definitely think his game will transcend in the second half of the season when given extended minutes. So other people look at, they ran with a 9-man rotation tonight. So the only person we didn't talk about was Jonas Valanciunas, 15 minutes tonight, 6 points, 8 rebounds. And even then, 15 points, he got 6 points, 8 rebounds. Come on, 8 rebounds. So while we are a really hard to watch rebounding team at times, it is not due to Valanciunas. So let me tell you that. And if you look at other guys, Sarr, 9 rebounds. But to me, the shout out goes to players like Champagnie and Bub Carrington, because they, at their positions, they get great numbers as far as getting boards. Tonight, Champagnie 8 rebounds, and then Bub Carrington 9. So, overall as a team, we can be hard to watch rebounding the ball. But and that's the one of many issues that we have with this team, to be totally honest with you. But here's the thing. You see glimpses, and tonight was one of those nights where you see glimpses from this team, what they can be in the future. Obviously, look, we have a long road to go, and there's no debating that. We have a long way to go before we become a threat in the NBA. We're not there yet, but you see the potential. Alex Sarr showed out. Now, going forward, like I said, I definitely want to see him become more of a well-rounded center, but that's not going to change this year. Definitely want to see him, become more consistent on that shot, and you see it. The potential is through the roof. But Lau, good Lord, man. that athleticism. The kid's a star. He's going to be a star in this league. That one-handed alley-oop. Be Cool just rolled through. It's like, yes, sir. So, very encouraging win. Yes, it's the 4th win of the season. We are 4-21. But I said it. This was a winnable game. If you guys look in the newsletter, for all you guys who subscribe to the newsletter, definitely appreciate you guys on that. I predicted this as a Wizards win. Now, I had it at 109-99. I think I got to double check the newsletter. But this was a winnable game, in my opinion. Now, I'd expect Charlotte to come back out the next showing, definitely try to sneak a win against us. But this was a good win, guys. A really good win for us because, for you guys who wanted victories, you got that victory. For everybody who's like, oh, man, we're going to mess up the chance to get a top 5 pick, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think we're well on our way to getting a top 5 pick. Definitely, in my opinion, should definitely be a top 3 pick. But we all know it's not guaranteed, but it's all good. We are definitely in the running for a top 5, if not a top 3 pick, but good team victory. We needed that boost from the second unit. We really did. Corey Kispert, while there's still ways to go for him to be that Corey Kispert we know he can be, I'll say this, he definitely came back, and we much needed reinforcements from him. And Malcolm Brogdon, it's not a talent standpoint. It's a injury thing. When he's healthy, he produces. He is a really good player in his league, and it has been so for some time. Former 6th Man of the Year award winner, former starter. He's been, he's a vet in his game, and he shows that he has trade value. He can produce. If we keep him healthy, we will be able to flip him for assets. Right now, Kyle Kuzma's still out. Definitely want to see him get back in to 100%. Definitely want to see him get healthy. He was out tonight, but much needed boost from Keyshawn George. Not tonight. I mean, overall, with him, Corey Kispert, and Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, we definitely need Keyshawn on the court, but not his best showing. But like I said, I definitely see him ramping it back up in the second half. So, all right, everybody, Capital One's going to get new duds. Over the course of 3 seasons, Capital One will get $515 million in renovation. So we're going to talk about that as Monument Sports comes to an agreement with City Council in the District of Columbia. But before we do that, tonight's episode is brought to you by BILT. Today's episode is sponsored by BILT Rewards. If you're a renter, listen up. This is a total game changer. Thanks to BILT, you can now earn points on rent payments, just like you do with groceries or travel. Paying rent now comes with serious perks and is completely free to join. You don't even have to pay. It's free. Earn valuable BILT points on your rent and everyday spending at no additional cost. Redeem points towards flights, hotel stays, and even future rent payments. With over 500 airlines and 700,000 hotels, good Lord, in the program, the possibilities are endless. Access unique experiences that are exclusive to BILT members. I love using BILT. This is something that I have personally just enacted. And like I said, if you're going to pay rent, I'm somebody who definitely wants to buy a house. I'm definitely in the market of getting one, man. But look, if you're still paying rent, get something out of it. All right. We know that when you pay rent, you're pretty much paying for your landlord's house. So if you're going to pay rent, pay towards something where you can get something in return. And like I say, those points count. 700,000 hotels. If you're someone like me who likes to take trips year round, I'm going to New Orleans in February, utilize this. So do yourself a favor, guys. Start earning points on rent when you're already paying by going to joinbilt.com/lockedonnba. That's joinbilt.com/lockedonnba. Make sure to use our link so they know we sent you. Don't wait. Start earning rewards today. Tonight's episode is also brought to you by Gametime. So you guys know me. I'm a sports fanatic, man. I live, breathe, eat sports, man. I'm trying to tell you, I go to games all the time, man. Baseball season in April. I'm definitely there for opening day, whether it's in Nats Park or Camden Yards. Football, I'm rolling with my Commanders, DC Defenders, and JMU, man, in college football. And basketball, obviously, our beloved Whiz Kids. But I've gone through every ticketing app in the market. And to me, Gametime is the best out of all of them. I ain't going to name drop nobody. But there's 3 main reasons why I rock with Gametime over their competitors. Well, number one, Gametime picks. Creation makes it easier to save more on sports tickets, but it's not just about sports. Concerts, comedy shows, theater events, etc. All that. All on pricing. Talking to this feature shows the total upfront with no surprise fees, so a $50 ticket doesn't end up being a $90 ticket. We all been there. Same thing with the next thing, right? Seat views. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy. So you're not sitting behind that berm at Northwest Stadium with your dad at the Steelers and Commanders game. Sound like a personal thing, right? It is. So, all right, guys, take the guesswork at buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. And again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? Gametime, baby. All right, everybody, let's get back into this thing. So, as you guys know, the Washington Wizards, Monument Sports that is, came to an agreement, and the Washington Wizards and Capitals commit to DC as Capital One Arena gets approved for a $515 million renovation. So, quote unquote, this is from The Athletic. So, if you do not subscribe to The Athletic, great Wizards coverage is now DC sports coverage. David Aldridge, Josh Robbins. We just had Josh Robbins on the show. Great gentlemen. Both of them vets in the game, longtime journalists. So, it says, better late than ever for Ted Leonsis and Muriel Bowser. The owner of the Wizards, Capitals, and Mystics, along with the G League's Go-Go and Washington's mayor, took their victory lap Thursday morning in what will, if all goes according to plan, be a centerpiece of an $800 million renovation of Capital One Arena. The renovation will keep the Wizards and the Capitals in the building through their 2049 to 2050 seasons. Lord have mercy. Hopefully, Brother Man is still around for that, but they're going to be here for a minute, guys. And allow for additional future events to be held in the building, which is open approximately 220 to 230 nights a year. So let me start by saying this is a good move for the District of Columbia. Not only from the perspective of Monument Sports, not only from the perspective of City Hall and the local government of Muriel Bowser, but from DC fans. I'm a firm believer that, yes, I'm a Virginia guy. I know there's a lot of friction with, there was one time a proposed plan to send to Virginia. And while a lot of the reasons why people were upset, I didn't totally understand or agree with, I'll say this. DC sports needs to be in DC. And I think this is a big win for the DC area, revitalizing DC. We know what it is in DC. due to government workers and Fortune 500 companies and defense contractors, a lot of people who live here aren't from the area. And so there's been influx, certain things that are not non-sports related, gentrification, other things that I'm not going to talk about on this platform. But, a lot of people feel like, DC to a certain degree has lost its identity. And saying that, and shout out to 92.7 today in Charlotte. I was on the show today for the Hornets pregame show. I got a lot of family in North Carolina, so it was really cool to be on the radio show and let my mom and my mother-in-law and a lot of my family members hear me on there. So shout out to 92.7 for allowing me to come on there and talk Hornets basketball and Wizards basketball. But like I said, guys, that was a question they asked me, which is, when I was up there, I didn't see a lot of Wizards uniforms. Why is that? And I said, well, we live in an area where a lot of people aren't from here, and it's tough to really get that home court advantage, the home field advantage for you Commanders fans. You know how hard it's been over the years, when you see the Eagles or the Steelers or a lot of these big name franchises come in, they overtake the stadium. So it's hard to really have the advantage in DC. And you start to see the crowd get more involved in Capital One. I love to see that. But getting back to my point, DC teams need to be in DC. The Washington Nationals, I love what they got going on in Anacostia, what it's done for Anacostia, what it's done for the population of Anacostia, for jobs, and it's a beautiful area they really revitalized Anacostia. It's a win-win. Keep them in DC. The Commanders, with all the fuss about RFK, the politics is involved with that. Eventually, I do want to see them move back to DC. Now, there's a lot of complications with that, and there's a whole other subject for another platform, really, because we're here for Wizards. But for you Commanders fans, what's going on with RFK. But I think that you definitely want to see them back in the city at some point. We all know that at some point, if you look at your history, the Bullets did play in Landover, Maryland. So they weren't exclusively DC. But saying that, the Wizards belong in DC proper. We definitely, when it comes to priority as far as fandom, it goes to DC residents. In my humble opinion, obviously, we got it's the DMV. We got people from Maryland, which is Montgomery or PG County. People from Maryland. Shout out to all my people out there and be more, man, because I know y'all take that long drive like myself to go watch the Wizards play. Because I drive an hour and a half to cover the team, and I know a lot of people, man, from being more take a long drive that down the Beltway, man. So like I said, draw the fans in Southern Virginia. So a lot of us in the DMV, man, we all sacrifice, whether you're in Maryland, whether you're in Virginia. But like I said, it's a good thing to see them stay in DC. I think they needed to come to an agreement. Like I said, we ain't here to talk politics, but I think it's a good deal. Not only, if you look at Mary Bowser, like I said, I'm not a political person, but I believe that I think it was a good move for her in city council. Definitely keep the Wizards in DC. Now, looking at the money, they said $800 million. Now, looking at the 515, how much of that, I'm gonna dig deeper into it and really talk to you guys about it. How much of that is taxpayer funded? And I think that's the one thing that is, as fans, we want to know that how much are we on the hook for as far as the renovations? And I think that's the biggest key that a lot of us want to know is that if you're looking at the area, it's a growing area. So like I said, I think it's very happy. But like I said, to me, the big question is how much is the taxpayers on the hook for? But let's revitalize Chinatown. I think that's the biggest thing. Chinatown has a lot of potential, just like the Wizards. Chinatown has a lot of potential, and I would love to see that part of DC because look, it's the nation's capital, and most capital cities are. I want to see this capital city really get more love, man, and really revitalize Washington D.C. because you guys know I'm a Virginia guy, but I fell in love with D.C. as a kid. I'm from North VA, man, but I took every chance I could in high school to go to. I was in the music. I was a producer, so like I said, a lot of people I chopped it up with the music came from DC. And a lot of factors kept bringing me back to the city, man. So, like I said, I want to see DC get some more love. And I think this is a good step towards really, really putting DC back in the picture when it comes to world capitals, man. We've got to show more love to the capital. So this is a good move, guys. It keeps the Wizards in DC. Being a Virginia guy, I was never really in favor of them going to Virginia. I didn't really care, to be honest with you. But DC needs their teams in DC. So this is a victory for not only for the residents of DC, but for the local government in DC. Good move. And look, Mary Bowser, good move. Like I said, it's a good move to keep them here because DC teams need to be in DC. They represent the whole DMV, but they need to be in DC proper, in my humble opinion, man. So, like I said, I think it's a good move. I know there was reports that he was going to formally sell Capital One, so I think they still have ownership of Capital One. Like I said, I'm gonna dig deeper, guys, into the specifics, but this is a good move. Keep them here. Now they're gonna be here for a while. 2049. I mean, God willing, I'm still here. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be here for a while. So like I said, good moves. You guys get in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are on Capital One, getting some new duds, baby. All right, so we're gonna get in the comments like we always do, guys. And we're gonna talk about some other things. Like I said, looking forward to this week coming up. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, because right now new customers get bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com to join today. You can start with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. $5, that's it. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more. FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. All right, everybody. I got so excited, sweating a little bit. All right. So, like I said, guys, Wizards get the fourth victory of the season, defeating the Charlotte Hornets 123-114. And within over the course of 3 seasons, they get new dubs on Capital One. So this was a highly productive day for Washington, D.C. sports, especially the Washington Wizards and Monumental Sports and the mayor's office of Murray Bowser. So it's good to see everybody come together and figure this thing out. So let's get into the comments. And you guys know me, man. We're at the 21-minute mark. I'm trying to keep episodes around 30 to 35, so I got to be a little selective. But you guys know me, man. I like to answer every question. So, man, let's get into this thing. And we got started off like we always do. Locked on Law, my guy. The Hornets stink almost as bad as the Wizards. Who paid to watch this game? I don't think anybody paid, but I think we're all happy with the result, man. So our guy, Locked on Law, man. Let's see. Gideon, how you doing tonight? If we win this game, and these comments are from during the game, so if you guys are wondering about the comments, Gideon says if we win this game, the big turning point was the end of the third where Kispert went on a run by himself, hitting 3 after 3 after 3. Oh, absolutely. Kispert, this was an encouraging game for him. You know, definitely want to see him ramp it up, but we needed his production. We needed production of Brogdon. Brogdon came in and been playing really good games when he's healthy. And Keyshawn George, man, he played so well in the beginning of the year, but I think he will pick it up when he gets those extended minutes. So I agree 100%. Joshua Cotton, oh, he's got a couple comments. Number one, he says, Bilal dunk. Oh my God. Good Lord, man. Bilal is nasty, man. I mean, that alley-oop dunk, Bilal, be cool. My guy is going to be a star. I mean, he is just woo. Joshua says, Sar hit them when they needed them. Sar looked good with that shot. Now, over the course of the next couple of years, I want to see him become more of a well-rounded center. I've said it all the time. But if he's intent on fine-tuning that shot, go for it. Like I said, this is rookie year. So he's still very, very raw offensively. And he does have areas where he needs to improve on. I mean, the ball watching the defense, it gets frustrating at times. The boxing out gets frustrating because we are so bad at rebounding. And we have bright spots when it comes to rebounding. I mean, Jonas Valanciunas has done well. Alex has done better than a lot of us expected if you look at his stats in Australia. But it's guards like Bub Carrington. You know, Jared Butler gets in there, gets boards. Shin Paney. I mean, it's these guys that you don't expect to be high-level rebounders who are putting in the work. So overall, we want to get better because we're not quite there. Rebounding and defense is a whole nother question, Lord have mercy. But very encouraging to see guys like Bub and Justin Shimpany go in there and get those boards, man. Joshua Clark, how you doing tonight, man? Welcome to DC. I love the performance. Shimpany's my guy. He's my guy too. I like me some Shimpany. He reminds me of a Jared Wallace with the hustle. Oh, I like that comparison. Just can't dunk like him, but it's okay. Jared Wallace, man. People sleep on Jared Wallace, man. He was a very productive player in the association. Let's see. Oh, yeah. My bad, guys. Joshua Khan says, welcome back. Locked on Family, my guy Ed. Ed was unable to come on the show tonight. He will be on the show on December 30th, man. Because right now it's a very busy time for a lot of people with the holidays. So him and Deolante were supposed to be on the show. We're definitely gonna have Dion within the next couple of weeks, and Ed's gonna be on December 30th following the New York Knicks game. It's on Monday, so tune in for that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to chopping up with my guy, man, because I miss my guy Ed, man. So definitely hoping all is well with my brother, and definitely looking forward to chopping up my guy, man. It's my boy, man. Let's see, guys. Invalid. See, let's go. These are the games we need to win, not the ones against teams like the Celtics or the Cavs. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. Nomadic Brian says, are we not entertained, man? Come on now. Poole, Sar, Brogdon, Koulibaly, Shimpany, Kispert, nice team effort. This was a good team victory. Gotta love it, man. Got to love it. Joshua Clark again tonight. I love it. I love it. I'm with you, baby. Wizards win. My girl and I may go to a game in DC and stay the weekend in February, March. I love my Wizards team. Hey, let your boy know, man. Like I said, it would be a pleasure to formally meet you, man. Like I said, you've been a long time watcher and listener, so definitely let me know, man. That will be a game that I cover, and man, hey, let your boy know, man. So let's see, Bucket Getter, how you doing tonight? This is J Pizza Bilal. Woo! This game was so fun to watch, loving them as a duo. Y'all talking about trading JP. Um, I mean, he's got interest. You guys know my stance on it, man. I like JP, but it's a business. So he's got interest by the Denver Nuggets. But to me, I'm nothing against Michael Porter Jr. I think he can definitely play at a high level. But is he a guy that you build around? I don't see that, man. He's got a reputation around the league as being a massive ball hog, man, a massive ISO player. And to me, he would be a detriment to these young guys. I mean, I think that Michael Porter Jr., obviously he's got those back issues, but he's a money scorer in this league. I mean, he's a really good player, but I just don't think he fits here, man. But talking about JP, he's going, look, here's the thing, Bucket Getter, you know me, man. I've made this known before. The more that JP plays well, the more he's going to get interest from trade teams, man. So it is what it is on that front. But I'm with you, man. That duo, JP13 and Bilal, man, and I said it before, at least for the next 2 to 3 years, give JP the keys, see what he can do, see if he can formally be that guy, and make Bilal his Robin. Now, if you go out there and get a Cooper Flag, that changes. But does it per se right away? Well, maybe not, because you all forget that Cooper Flag is only 17 years old. If he gets drafted by the Wizards, he's 18 years old. So he's going to has a lot of growing to do before you formally make him the face. And that's why a player like JP13 is important for a team like the Wizards, where you make him that guy for the next 2 or 3 years. And then once Cooper gets up there as far as ability and is ready to be that face along with Bilal and Alex Sarr, then you make that move, man. So we're in a good place, guys. We have options. We have not always had options. Good Lord Almighty. Let's see, guys. Link, how you doing tonight? Most people wouldn't imagine someone saying this, but Poole is a much smarter version of LaMelo. I like that. I agree with that. He averages 10 less points because, man, LaMelo chucks. LaMelo's shooting everything, man. He has not seen a shot he does not like. I mean, LaMelo is kind of like a Michael Porter Jr. His usage rate, and he shoots the ball a lot. You got to utilize the talent he got in Charlotte, man. And that's kind of they asked me on the radio show, what did I like about the Hornets? I said, look, I like LaMelo Ball. I mean, Brandon Miller is money, man. I think it's a big thing that he was on the court tonight. Salon, Tejan Salon, the young player out of France, he looks good. So they got nice pieces, man. Mark Williams, but hey, I'm a Wizards man. So like I said, I respect him from afar. Got family out there, but I rock with my Wiz, man. But LaMelo, yeah, man, you saw that tonight. Stuart Flaherty, how you doing tonight? Great mix of young players and veterans contributing to the win. Be Cool had a great highlight windmill dunk. Bilal, man, Lord have mercy. Be Cool. And I shout out to Be Cool, by the way. He has a YouTube channel now. So he put out a video talking about his a lot of the work he did off the court, a little kind of a look into his personal life leading up to the Olympics. So definitely definitely check that out if you haven't already. Because he has started a YouTube channel, really good for his video on his channel. Let's see. Shook Biz One, my God, says I'm here for Locked On Law Final Judgment. Yeah, you ain't the only one, brother. Let's see. DC Onion, my guy, man. Let's see. Shout out to the OG, the president, MB. Man, Malcolm Brogdon, man, did his thing tonight. This was a good performance from Malcolm Brogdon. Dr. Wonderful, how you doing tonight? This was a wonderful showing from the rookies. Absolutely. Keyshawn George, has slowed down a lot, but look, I think he will figure it out in the second half. Alex Sarr, come on, you see the potential. Him and Bilal are going to be stars. When you combine that with a player like Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, or Dylan Harper, amongst other names, come on now. His team's headed in the right direction. They're definitely getting, they're definitely in the right direction, in my humble opinion, man. Let's see. Shook Biz once said, Lock the Law sends out cyber life sentences. Y'all trip tonight, man. Bucket Getter says, can never get mad at a dub. No, man. We'll take that win, right? Let's see. I hate to say it, but hey, no Kuzma, no loss. He was my favorite player at one point. Sad to say. No, it's not sad to say. I like Kuz, man. I'm a big fan of Kuz. He did fit this team at one point, but it is what it is. We're in a rebuild, and it's just the writing's on the wall. If this was a playoff team, I wouldn't mind Kuz being here, because I think that, if you look at certain factors, he's not in trouble. There's no issues off the court. Yes, as of late this year, a lot, bad body language. uninterested in the game. I think he knows what it is. He's going to be on the move at some point. But I like Kuz, man. I've been a big fan of him since he came over from DC. What a big fan of him in LA, to be honest with you. But he definitely matured a lot, grew up a lot here in DC, became a complete player in here in DC. So shout out to Kuz, man. Like I said, the writing's on the wall. It's time to move on and get cooking with his rebuild. So, but you can't take away what he's done here in DC. On and off the court, not an all-star player, even though you can argue last couple of years he did play at the all-star level, but not a star per se, but a guy who produces. So, like I said, it's all love, from my point of view, man. All love, but it's time. I think we all agree it is time. So, like I said, with all the trade talk, I'm sure my man Kuz at times ain't happy with your boy, man. But like I said, Kuz, you know me, man. You much love, man. But it is what it is. It's the business of the association. Let's see, Booker Getter, my guy, says, I really think this team will be special. Bilal, JP, and the 25 draftee is the big three. Interesting take. I'll say that, early on, you can see that. But, here's the thing, though. If you go Cooper Flag, he's young, man. It's going to take a while for him to really acclimate to the NBA. You add Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, who are a little older, and playing in Rutgers, definitely, man. Because Bilal and JP are a nice duo. And then when you throw in the 3 draft picks from this year, wow. You add, especially if you add in 2025 and 26, this is going to be a dangerous young team in 3 years. Come on now. Come on, guys. Rock with your boy. Dizzy Onion says LaMelo Ball out there chucking it up. Wowzers. Yeah, he did not meet a shot he did not like, man. Let's see. IB Ballin says crack is whack. Absolutely. I can't argue with that. DC Onion says Sar showing why he was number 2 overall pick. He's young with big upside. My man DC Onion, you already know. Read my mind completely. He is worth that pick. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be a good player. Give him some time, man. It's too early for him. Too early, man. Let's see. No breaks new. My God. Come on now. B, hear me out. First, I'm happy about the win and effort, but the draft, I want Harper. I'm with you. Harper, man. Harper. We need a score. Flag ain't a 30 points per game guy, and Ace is number 2 on Harper's team. We need points. Dylan. Look, my guy. Come on now. Hey, shout out to my man, No Breaks New. If you have not checked his podcast out, you are doing yourself a disservice, man. But I agree. Dylan Harper's my guy, man. I'm rolling Dylan Harper. I like Cooper Flag, but Cooper Flag, he's not gonna be an automatic, impact guy. And I think a lot of people need to realize that if you're looking at the most pro-ready guys, you're looking at those 2 Rucker kids, man. I mean, Dylan Harper is ready to roll. So I like Cooper Flag at number 1. You got to argue he's probably still the guy at number 1. But if you find yourself at 2 or 3, you get Dylan Harper. I'm with you on that, man. Pula Bali says, yeah, know what it is. It is what it is, right? Let's see. Joshua Cotton says, never mind, no Ed. Yeah, that was a late scratch. Definitely schedule conflicted, but definitely looking forward to chopping up with my guy, the real Ed Oliver, man. So let's see. Shook Biz 1 says 4 wins. B Scott takes 4 shots off his signature bourbon. Tomorrow night, my brother. I got you. All right, guys. Dan Tico 84. Our boys look good tonight. Sar slowly but surely looking better and better. Bilal showing so much promise. We need a saying that better than just trust the process. My bad. Because I like this road we are on. Oh man, we're rolling. We're heading in the right direction, man. So all right, guys, I'm gonna try to knock out 2 to 3 more. We're getting up there to 33 minutes. So let's try to knock out 2 to 3. Let's see. Apparently DC Onion is not a fan of West Hall. If you're on the YouTube side, for all you podcast listeners, DC Onion has some words for West Hall. For all you YouTube people, you already know what it is. Let's see. I'm gonna do 2 more, guys. Madrox was right. Says no fan base deserves more pity than the Hornets fan base. They have been through heck for years, and I wouldn't want a single current player on their team, including Melo and Brandon Miller. I like Brandon Miller, and I do like John Salome. Mark Williams is a nice center. They got a nice young team, man. It's kind of what I was talking about on the radio show in Charlotte, man. Which again appreciate them, man. Because like I said, my mother-in-law, my mom got to listen to me on the radio. So that was a special moment for me. But I do like some pieces they have. But hot take: next year, I think they need to trade LaMelo Ball to the Warriors. Bring Steph Curry home. I would send Mark Williams and LaMelo Ball to Golden State in some picks. Bring Steph Curry home. for the later stages of the career. I mean, because Seth Curry's already on the team, his brother's on the team, and his dad was in Capital One tonight, sitting right next to Chris Miller. So, like I said, shout out to them. So we're gonna do one more comment, guys, and call it a night. Let's see, W Mans. I'm gonna do two more because I see one more I really like. Real quick, guys. W Man says DC will be without identity until Vucevic is back. Look, he needs some minutes, man. Vucevic, I definitely want to see what he can do in the second half. Let's see, guys. I hate to miss anybody's comments, but we've got to keep these episodes a little shorter, man. So I'm gonna try to do some mailbags next week. So that's gonna be it, guys, because I got some news real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and call it there for comments. But let me say this again, guys. Within the next couple of weeks, we will have the Alante former host on Locked On the show. Ed will be on the show December 30th, that Monday, for the Knicks recap. So definitely look forward to chopping up with my boy. Now, looking forward, the Wizards play in Milwaukee on Saturday. We will not be going live on Saturday. We'll be going live on Sunday. So, and then I believe there's a game on that Monday. So it'll be a recap for that game. So we'll be going live on Sunday. So you guys enjoy your Sunday, or enjoy your Saturday. You know, getting my days mixed up. But like I said, guys, looking forward real quick. Now, I recorded a new episode yesterday with Damo. Shout out to my man Damo from the Wizards of Gallery Place podcast. So that has already been scheduled for tomorrow. We'll be dropping at 7 o'clock. No, it'll be dropping at noon tomorrow. So check that out. Towards the end of the video, I talked about a preview for tonight's game. So you guys know what it is. It was actually recorded last night or yesterday. So definitely check that out. We talk about Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. We talk a lot about the draft, man. So again, shout out to my guy Damo from the Wizards of Gallery Place podcast. So that will be dropping automatically at noon tomorrow. So definitely check that out. So we're not going live tomorrow night, guys. So definitely enjoy your Friday night. I know I will. I owe you guys those 4 shots, but I'll definitely enjoy your Friday night. If you drink responsibly. Drink at home. Don't drink and drive. If you smoke the green stuff, do it at home. Don't smoke and drive, man. You're just inviting the cop to pull you over. And you shouldn't be driving anyways, man. So definitely, if you're going to drink or smoke, stay at home. Enjoy your weekend. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody. We got 45 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your night to rock with your boy. Appreciate you guys, man. This channel is successful because of you. I just talk a lot. It's because of you guys. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Everybody, please enjoy your weekend. Definitely get in the comment section for tomorrow's video because I will be active in the comment section. So again, head to the Wizards and peace. You guys enjoy your weekend. God bless.